AT&T Stadium in Houston.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right away, they'll change the look to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Brian Thomas,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First down and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70.
Here's Cunningham.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on that play.
The often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
18, hide in. Here we go, stop. 19, Charger, not ready.
Now Cunningham.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
18, Charger, let's go.
Cunningham to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at it. And able to bring him to the ground. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
60 by 6. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Brooks.
Cunningham looking to throw. It's caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
When you look at this defense,
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 6-0 our score after 1.
First down. First and goal at the
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
To throw is Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
14. Visitors, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Cunningham. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 38 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Another extra point opportunity here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14. Visitors 7.
Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure. Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try.
That's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Cunningham.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Cunningham. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Texans 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
The final shot before break. Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
60 by.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And he will take it.